for us to go live. Since it's been sitting there
And we are live.
there it is.
A fatal mistake.
Sorry, I forgot I had to make a quick adjustment to a map.
All good.
How are all of you?
Surviving.
Running on fumes, but I'm here.
Surviving.
How are you guys?
What?
2025.
I got a bad cold with a huge sinus headache. You know, I'm surviving.
That's not what I got. I
I'm
didn't
not
give it
sleeping.
to you. Haha.
I'm not sleeping because I can't get comfortable. So
Oh, okay, that's my thing. Okay, now you copied me.
well, quit giving me your colds.
I'll stop being my friend, which is impossible, so.
No, we've been friends far
Sorry.
too long for that. You know too much.
Sorry, not sorry.
You know too much. If we stopped being friends, I'd have to kill you.
Somebody has to die. Mhm.
Only one of us can survive. That's what I heard.
There's a meme. I don't know if I sent it to her or not. There's a lot of like best friend memes I sent her. One of them is like, "Oh hi, it's 2025. I'm here to renew your contract." There's like, "There's the door if you want to leave." You open up the door and it's just bricks in, so it's just like, "You're mine forever."
You remember when we said
You're
we'd
not
take?
me that one, and now I'm offended.
You remember when we said we would take our secrets to the grave? Draws sword.
Pretty much.
We're
It's
going together.
definitely been a while since we were last together.
Just a little.
It began to look like Thursday was starting to become the new Wednesday of being the cursed day of the week. Hopefully that is not the case.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I feel like 2024 was a cursed year. Let's just leave that one behind now.
I mean, look, if Thursday becomes the new cursed Wednesday, then we'll just go back to Wednesday.
I can't do Wednesday though.
Well,
Well,
Yeah, they
work
should.
can wait.
Oh sure. I'll just tell my boss that, hey, work's gonna have to wait on Wednesday because I have D&D to run.
Look,
Yeah.
if you don't want to tell him, just give me his number. I'll call him for you.
It's like just like all like the trend of like the video game release doctor's notes that were going out for a while. Just one of those.
yeah.
Or what you could do is you could explain to your boss that Wednesday is the new Thursday, and then you'll have Wednesday after Thursday because it works better.
No, because then I have to go in the office on a Thursday and nobody's in the office on Thursdays.
Oh no, you'd
Even
still be going
better.
to the office on Wednesday, but it would be Thursday for him, but it would still be Wednesday, but it would be Wednesday for us as well.
Okay, we're getting into way too much timey-wimey shit here.
Right.
My brain
God.
is not. My brain is already not functioning at optimal capacity right now. I don't need to start. It's like, how do I bend the time continuum to make an extra day?
I've been working on that problem for God knows how many years.
Right?
That's when someone tried to tell me that the government was working on giving us an extra day every week. I'm like,
How?
How does that actually give us extra time? Do you not realize how time works?
No, you just reinvent it.
You just gonna
I
cut
mean,
every day a little short? I mean, how?
That's why we have DST. They just invented it.
That's fair.
Speaking of just inventing things, more D&D to be had here tonight. Just as a quick recap, since we haven't really been to the Tricorn in a while, the last time we left off, the group was on a bit of a vengeance quest after being betrayed by a half-elven prince who had originally prayed to the gods of fate in order to gain assistance on acquiring something or someone that he had lost. Due to our group of chaos gremlins here upsetting the balance of fate, they sort of got voluntold and were sent to help Prince Vastrin Ebonwood recover his lost love, lost body, lost whatever. You're not really sure just yet. Just he lost something or someone. You did help him get it back, but at the cost of him betraying you to the ghost of a giant queen who at one point possessed Alora before gaining a corporeal form once again. Afterwards, your contract with fate in order to fix a mistake of the past was fulfilled. You were taken back to that strange hut that you had been previously held captive of in a terrarium, of all things. And you met with the Fate Weaver there, Mephista, who sort of gave you more of a rundown of what is expected of you now. Told you that for the time being, you were done. She was going to send you on your merry way. All of you decided that it was time to make Vastrin pay for stabbing Grim and betraying all of you. So she sent you back to Mistrin's Gate, where you began to prepare and plan your little vengeance rampage, only for a bit of chaos to ensue. Though chaos in the means of you had a conversation with an individual who up until recently had worked at the castle, sort of reporting to you at the tavern that you were staying in that the prince had gone mad and started and kicked everybody out, started slaughtering some of the butlers and maids in the establishment, as well as anybody who crossed his path. Given that you receive news that the prince has gone a little bonkers and was reportedly gathering enough power to perform a ritual, all of you decided to set upon the castle, taking in the means to enter the castle through a servant's entrance near the west end of it. You had crossed the bridge, fought a armored knight, maybe, encased in cold armor, as well as a couple ice mephits. And we left off there a couple months ago. So other things happened before or in that time. We had a couple birthdays that passed. We had a previous extra, like an everybody has to draw extra life thing that Gilly had missed out on. Upcoming this year, Raven has an upcoming birthday, so Raven has another draw that Raven has to do. And because we kicked off Extra Life 2025, there is that extra deck of many things draw. So we have 4 deck of many things draws that we need to get through. 2 are going to Gilly because Gilly can't dodge fate. One is going to Raven. One is going to Raven because birthday. And then there is another deck of many things pull up in the air. I will ask for volunteers before just choosing somebody.
I mean, you know me. I'm a
You
willing
know me.
participant.
I'm in.
Okay, I've got 2 people saying they're willing participants. Which one of the 2 of you are taking the bullet here?
You want to roll? Rollies? Rollies?
Fuck it, let's do it.
Highest wins?
Sure, let me get the dice.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, penalty foul because he didn't have his dice
Yep.
ready.
Right.
It was right next to me. Let me just grab it. All right, let's do it.
Still applies.
I'll roll with disadvantage then.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Kidding.
Just in case if I
All right,
roll-
you ready?
I already rolled. It's not great.
I got rolled a 17.
I rolled a 6.
All right, well,
Tilt
I
it
died.
is.
So Tilt, you could choose. Are you drawing or is Zorro drawing?
Oh.
Oh, I have power. Oh
You
no,
have power.
No, we said highest one draws, so I'll
Okay.
I'll be good. I'll draw.
Okay,
I'll take the bullet.
just wanting to make sure.
Yeah, we're
Don't
both willing
worry.
to take that bullet.
If I die, I die, bro. I came prepared with this character. You're fine.
I don't think you have to worry about dying. Other
Oh, you
Yeah,
horror.
took
this
the
is-
black
That's
bolt
an
card out?
extra life pull.
This
so there's
is
not
this is an
really-
extra life pull.
Yeah,
so
just if you
okay.
bad
draw
shit can still happen.
if you
but-
draw a bad card, you know, bad shit will happen, but at the same time, the bad shit will be toned down
Not
just a
character
bit.
deletion. All right, that's fine.
Not
Yeah.
not character deletion, just character editing.
Look,
You know,
look.
like
it-
Vanica beating death, saying you want to die.
You legitimately almost halved all of Cannonball's stats for an entire campaign, bro. Like, come at me. I don't know what to tell you.
That's
Let's do
because
this.
Cannonball is just, you know, the
Idiot,
epitome
yes,
of
we
fuck
know.
around and
I'm
find out.
not complaining when I'm saying this. I'm just saying.
But
Let's do it. Let's
yeah,
have
let's
fun.
go ahead and get this underway.
Mhm.
Let's hammer out the ones that have been sitting here for a while. So Gilly, you've got 2 draws you got to do.
Okay. Let's go deck 3 and deck 1.
Deck 3,
Okay, nice. Decided.
Let me get the character card ready.
deck 3 and deck 1. Okay, we'll draw from deck 3 first.
Okay, 22, right, in total?
22 in total.
Let's grab, like, the third from the bottom. And you want the
Uh-oh.
other one?
Uh-oh.
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 What'd I do?
know.
Uh-oh.
Bastard. He's angry.
And then deck 1, what do you want?
6 card from the top.
Not
Look, I
gonna
roll
turn
dice for
into
all
a-
this.
Uh-oh.
Turn into a Triceratops again, all right?
Uh-oh.
He said "oh" on both of them.
Okay, not
Yeah.
uh-oh for the deck 1, but I got to get my old deck
Oh my.
My oh my.
because it's one of the OG cards.
Oh.
Oh.
No, it's not O. If I'm remembering correctly, it's not O.
I mean, it can be O or oh shit. Either one works. It's still O.
It's still a form of O.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So, Gilly.
Yes.
Oh, this card is always a bust. So the first thing you draw is the Ruin card.
Oh no.
Normally, with the Ruin card, all forms of wealth that you carry or own other than magical items are lost to you.
I don't have much on me, so it's okay.
Portable property vanishes. Businesses, buildings, and land that you own are lost in a way that alters the reality at the least. Any documents that prove that you should own something is lost to this card as well. So pretty much at this point in time, the only thing you're losing is money, I believe.
Yeah.
You know what? At level 5, this is probably a good time to get that card.
Yeah, like best time to
the
get this
only
card.
time.
The only time to get the
there is
Ruin card.
16 rubies worth 250 gold pieces a piece. 250 gold pieces each, but yeah, it's whatever.
Now,
It's
for
money.
the other one, which is a holy fuck card, you drew the Lance. Every one of your stats goes up by 1 up to a maximum of 20.
Nice.
And this is why I pulled out the
Oh,
character card.
Jesus. Okay.
So
I had
all
several
of your
odd
oh
numbers.
shit, your dex and con. Oh, your con's adjusted now. Holy
My
shit.
con's adjusted. What's the HP you have for me, by the way, Zoro?
42.
42. Okay, good.
So it goes.
So that's gonna be
up
additional by 5.
Yep, that's going to be raised by 5.
Yep.
So 47.
So while you're hammering that out, Raven.
Deck 2,
Deck 2,
card 17.
card 17.
Oh, you just got rid of 2 odd numbers just to gain 2 more odd numbers.
I know, right? But you know, Dex and Con going up by 1 are kind of nice.
No, I'm like that. You're a
Ooh.
squishy with. Wait, your OC. You're not your OC. Your
Your
AC's up
OC?
now.
Your original
OC.
your original character becomes
AC.
canon.
Your AC is 14 now.
It is.
Damn.
Squishy
heck
Wizzy
yeah.
just got a little less squishy wizzy. And it only puts me 1 point away from my max intelligence too, which is helpful.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So everybody's getting stat increases here. So
Oh,
Raven, you
Yeah.
drew the priest card.
Yep.
Your wisdom score increases by 2 up to a maximum of 22.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh
Wow.
shit, you're at 16 now. Nice.
And tilt.
All right. You know what?
No
I
pressure,
usually,
keep the ball rolling.
I've usually picked from deck 1 or 2, shuffle deck 3, and draw the top card. Heart of the cards, bro.
Oh,
The
I
only-
forgot you're level 6 for Raven.
The only way to do it.
Death by the heart or life by the heart. That's it.
Fitting.
Oh no. When you say fitting to me, I'm like, oh no.
Roll me a d4, please.
Here we fucking go. All
Oh
right.
god, here
all
comes
right.
the wishes.
3.
3. You draw the door card.
Oh.
Anybody from the Saturday game should know this one. You
Yep.
gain the ability to cast Gate 1d4 times, requiring no material components. Use your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma as the spell casting ability check, your choice.
Nice.
That's a nice card.
It comes in handy.
Very nice.
So, with that, everybody has gotten the card pulls. We can get back to...
And you know what? The way I see it, I recently lost all of my possessions anyway, so it makes sense I lose all my money too.
But
That's right.
You
'cause
got
the whole
cool
bag
stats.
fiasco.
I have 2 things on my possession now. I have my butterfly earring and I have that book.
That's right.
I have that fucking book. Terrifies me. And my spell book, obviously.
God damn it. I didn't... I forgot to adjust Sirenscape. But yeah, so the floor is your guys' as you are still standing on that bridge.
Famous first and last words.
well, that was a doozy. What
Yeah,
fell
if-
out of its belly?
If that's all the defenses he's got, I think this will be a walk in the park.
I think he's still inside and he didn't try to escape with everyone else. If he told everyone else to leave.
They did say he was pew 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 spells everywhere like a madman and just being crazy. So we, you know what we do to crazy people? Put him down.
Stab them politely.
I mean, he's bound to run out of energy eventually and he can't cast spells, so it's good news for us.
Politely is good. I have. She pulls out a couple of daggers. I have politely and nicely.
How about we keep making our way to that side entrance before he realizes he forgot to freeze it over.
The beard
Yeah.
approves.
Yes, let's go that way.
Yeah. You make your way across the bridge and down the snow-covered, like very narrow path down to the lower servants' entrance. Door is already a little ajar.
As we're moving, or when we get close to the wall, I'm just gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
Sounds like a good idea.
So who wants to take point?
I can go in first if you'd like. I'm used to scouting things. Or Glista. I mean, she's usually a little better than I am anyway.
It wouldn't hurt. At least see if just so we don't run into anything unfortunate.
All right, so whomever is taking points, how are you entering into this servants area?
Yeah,
Quietly. Very, very quietly while hunting for traps.
I cast fireball on the door. No, I'm kidding. I don't have fireball.
Yet.
Or do you?
I do.
Do you need me to pull another card, Rojan?
Oh, even better. Sean has it.
Right.
I had cast Pass Without Trace. So
Yes.
that will hold us for up to an hour. So is it still active?
Yeah, it's still active.
Okay. So that's just a reminder to everybody that that's up.
Pass Without Trace is still up, which adds a plus what?
Plus 10 to stealth.
Oh, good, good. You want that roll on stealth and go in quietly.
Yeah, you can give me the stealth roll.
What do you want? What is it?
Making sure I don't have anything weird going off. Okay, good. That's a 22.
Okay. So you
I rolled a 2.
put your Jesus Christ. You put your hand on the wooden door and you slightly push it, and it easily just goes in without too much of a hassle. You can see that the door was probably ajar just a little bit because a bit of snow had like wedged itself in between the door frame. As you get in, you begin to walk through the side pantry. The walls and everything are just covered in a sheet of ice. Looks like the inside of this castle is now just nothing but a permafrost.
The cold doesn't bother me anyway.
Take 95 damage. As you begin to like slowly walk in a little hunched down, you notice that at least in the area that you are right now, the floor is iced over as well. Just a thin layer of ice. Thankfully, due to the pass without a trace, the cracking of the ice itself is muffled just enough to where if anything is in the area, it's not going to hear you.
I think at this point, Niall kind of sits down and... How smooth is the floor? Is it pretty smooth?
Niall figures that if she were to run and abruptly stop, she could just skid along the ice.
Perfect. She's gonna sit on her butt and kind of do like... She's getting ready to bobsled.
Yep.
This is perfect, guys. Great.
Wait a
Great
minute.
penguin!
Wait
I mean, the
a
great
minute.
penguin.
Wait a minute. We have a coffin.
Okay, that's metal going down ice. I think it's gonna make noise.
It's mostly wood, actually. It's reinforced around the joints with metal, remember?
Oh, I don't know why I thought it was made out of metal.
I wish, but no, I think Rojan said it had to be made out of wood. If I remember correctly, the first episode.
I'm just going to say, sure, we're going with that because I don't remember.
Yes. So you're telling me it could potentially be made of metal, then?
So we're on the ground floor right now.
Yes, you are in the ground floor in like a side pantry that leads into like one of the kitchens of the castle itself.
All right. We grab a snack and go up 5 flights of stairs.
Oh, 11sies.
Just
Snacks
be
are probably
careful
covered in
not-
ice too. Don't stick your tongue to it too fast.
The entire bottom floor is a giant icebox.
If Niall, if you're worried about the noise the coffin makes, maybe we could put some pieces of cloth or something under it and stick them to it with ice or water that would freeze, and that would make it quieter.
I'm just saying, if we're gonna slide it down a hallway, let's wait till we get upstairs first.
I mean, that could be a really quick getaway after we've, shanked the prince.
Yeah.
It's always good to have a good getaway plan when you do stuff like this. Not that I've done that before.
Just remember, I claimed a finger as a token.
Yeah, you get a
Okay.
finger, Grim gets the rest of the body, and I get the soul.
Okay? Team plan.
One more for the coffin.
Alright. Be very, very quiet. Let's go.
And as you say that, can I get a stealth roll from everybody?
Yes.
Seeing as how everyone is now moving through into the kitchen itself.
I'm going to be sticking close to Alora, so I am within that pass without a trace radius.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Dirty 20
You know.
without the pass, without a trace.
So you got a 30 with pass without a trace?
I believe so. Grim just vanishes.
I got a 31.
Of course, everything I do, you have to do better. We know. We're used to it. It's fine. This when it's your
38.
significant other, it never changes.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
I got a 21.
You know what? Raven over there, I was
Best of
like,
us.
your significant other has to do it better. Raven is like 38. I'm like, damn it. Raven.
Alora?
Yeah,
Guess
feel
I'm
better.
buying another ring.
Alora managed to scrape together a dirty 20 with the bonus of 10.
And Charn.
I was feeling pretty good about my 24.
That's pretty good.
Well, you all make it. That I think the real winner here is Callie, since 38.
Yup. Well, I'd be disappointed if the
rogue
rogue
bullshit.
didn't have the highest score. Let's be
But
honest.
as you clear the doorway from the pantry into the kitchen area itself, again, walls and everything are just covered in just this sheet of like permafrost ice. Much to Alora's dismay, there is like this wonderfully what looks to be carrot cake on one of the countertops that has been completely frosted over.
Alora takes a longing look at the carrot cake and tries to take it anyway, thinking that she will eventually thaw it.
Can I get a Constitution saving throw from you, Alora?
You are touching ice.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm hungry. Oh, haha. Okay, so that's a kraken on my dice. And a con would add. Save. That would add another +4, so that would be 24.
Nice. You're only going to take 3 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And you reach out and you don't even...
Do I get the carrot cake?
No, you reach out and you don't even touch it. As your fingers get within inches of that carrot cake, and you can just see the frost beginning to like slowly lift from the carrot cake and like attaching itself to your glove. And you get the feeling that if you touch that carrot cake, you're probably going to lose that hand.
Alrighty. I try to point out this phenomenon to the rest of the group.
Could I make a Arcana check to try and figure out what's going on?
You most certainly can.
That's also gonna be a Kraken for a total of 30.
I mean, somebody with the name Snowflake would probably know things about ice here.
Because the name totally didn't come from her white fur.
Nope, not at all. She was born with an intimate knowledge of snow and ice.
Yes.
Seeing what had happened to Alora's glove just by getting within a couple inches of the carrot cake, you begin to recall catching a glimpse of a study that was being done on something revolving around living ice. Something that is a horrible side effect of vast necromantic energy being poured through an area, as if hungry and trapped spirits have been bound to the ice itself. Desperately seeking warmth, it will lunge towards anything warm that gets near it.
So Snow will just pretty much repeat that out loud as she recalls it for the group to hear.
As there's a difference between living ice and a sphere of annihilation. There is no saving against the sphere of annihilation.
So, Grim at this point, hearing that this is necromancy and being a Path of the Grave cleric, you can see that he is visibly upset at this. There is quite the grimace, and his beard, which is normally like lustrous and elongated, right now is all frazzled and puffed out, almost like a pissed off cat.
I love that his beard changes shape.
Yes, it follows his emotions, as we know.
It's his mood ring.
Yeah, exactly. But you can tell that he's pissed off. He's holding the chain to the coffin, white knuckled right now.
Don't worry, we're gonna kill him.
Just more reasons to stab him. I don't hope.
Angry grumble sounds from the beard.
I do hope these souls aren't trapped here once we do. Hope that they can be released again.
Yeah.
This ain't right. It's not natural.
Well, hopefully dispatching the prince will put an end to all of this. If it doesn't, we might have a bigger problem on our hands.
I wonder how far this is going to stretch, because if he kicked everyone out, this was probably why. But I also wonder if this might not be entirely his doing.
Well, they said he was a ranting and raving madman, which accurate. So his doing or not, asshat.
I mean, he threatened Sharon that really early on. That should have been our first red flag.
Well, threatened her.
His first
tried
death
to assert authority just because he's lives in a castle. And then tried to kill Grimmy over here. So yeah, no one fucks with the beard.
And did kill Laura. So
Nobody fucks with the beard. I love it.
Yeah, no. It's
we
like
have many reasons.
Here's the thing. Like, we've known each other for what, like 2 to 3 weeks at this point? So, not long, just on the shyer end of a month, sure. But here's the thing. This is the longest I've ever traveled with people before. You guys are like step cousins to me. I will kill for you. Within reason. Because no one fucks with my step cousins.
Wait, you need a reason to kill?
You're the redheaded one.
No, I just figured.
Snowflake.
I just figured that the way you have tendencies and the number of death threats I've heard come out of your mouth, I didn't think you really needed a reason. I thought the reason would simply be that the sky was a cut blue today.
Oh no, I've got knock knock with me as she pulls out her gun. I'm ready just to kick down a door. This is exciting.
Okay, as long as we have that clear.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
And my
Understand,
photos.
there's a lot stacked against the guy. Let's just be honest. Just asshole. Just asshole in general. Even before the betrayal part, just complete asshole. Just how he talked to us and how he talked to Sharon and everything. Yeah, no. Asshole. So, actually, that reminds me. She's gonna set up, because I forgot this is a thing I have. I'm gonna set up a telepathic link to Callie right now.
Okay.
In case she wants to run off ahead and do rogue things. At least we have a way to communicate. And I think while we're kind of walking and talking a little bit, I'm gonna just kind of look for stairs.
Okay. No stairs in the kitchen. Though you do see.
Oh, I thought we left the kitchen. Sorry.
No, you guys are still having the conversation around the carrot cake.
Right.
Gotcha. You do see that there is another side door that is attached directly to like the cooking and prep area of the kitchen itself, and then there's a large set of double doors further on down the hall. Not down the hall, but down the wall.
Oh, shall we have a look?
Yeah, we were told that we'd likely find him in his bedroom, and we were told roughly where his bedroom is. So, whichever of these paths do you think is the way to go to get there, I say we move forward.
Then we look for a way up, possibly investigating the door.
Okay. Which door are you going through? Are you going through the door that connects to like the cooking and prep area, or are you going through the double doors?
I mean, we know he's not going to be preparing anything because he's the prince, and he would never do any such thing. That's for the servants.
Probably the double doors then.
Probably the double doors.
Okay. How are you going through the double doors?
Carefully, after searching them thoroughly to make sure they're not trapped.
Thank you. Go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
Rogue shit.
I mean, we have a rogue.
If you've got your thieves tools with you, you can use that as well.
Okay, so that's 10, 11. Okay.
It's been so long, I'm just now realizing I built my character like a rogue artificer. She is neither.
It's a 13.
13. Going over the door, like making sure that there are no springs locked in the keyholes. There isn't tripwires, anything around the baseboard or anything. You get a feeling that the door itself is okay enough.
Curiosity: how's the door hooked onto the frame?
Nice hinges.
Does it open in or out?
This one seems to be able to be opened either way.
Weird ass door. So there are no visible hinges on my side, is what you're potentially telling me.
There are hinges to say. It looks like more like the it's kind of almost set up like a saloon style door, to where like they'll open one way or they're open another. They just got those swinging hinges.
Yeah, it's a double. I know exactly how those are built. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we're going to... can I determine if the door is locked or not?
With a 13, you are pretty sure it's not locked.
Okay. There's handles?
Yep.
Okay. I'm just going to tie a rope around the handle and back up.
Okay. During this time, can I get a sleight of hand check from you?
Happily. 22.
Okay. Very carefully slip a rope around the door handles.
I'd advise everyone back up and stay clear of the door.
Yeah, it's at times like this that I'm reminded that the other wizards I know said I'd be great not knowing Mage Hand.
Mage what now?
Mage Paw.
Going to carefully, once everyone's away from the door, Grim was going to say something.
Would you like me to have someone or something else open the door?
I can use the rope.
That works too. Up to you.
I'm going to hide behind something around a corner and open the door by pulling the rope.
You pull the rope, door opens perfectly fine, and nothing happens.
No explosions, no nothing?
No explosions, nor no nothing.
It's in times like these that we're happy we didn't take chances.
I don't trust anything here.
As you pull the door open, some of you do see, just a quick glance as the door opens, the inside of a very fine dining hall.
Still no stairs?
Eats here.
Not yet.
Not yet, okay.
Inside this dining hall again, the walls, the table, the food on the table and everything covered in this strange permafrost. Though what has you a little disturbed is there are a couple bodies sitting in the chairs. Frozen over and rigid, heads thrown back, mouths open, and what could be described as a silent scream if it wasn't just for like the pillar of ice jutting out of their mouth.
Looks like he gave him a cold shoulder.
Alora, don't touch any of the food this time.
Don't touch the food, don't touch the bodies, don't touch the chair, don't look. Please proceed through the dining room with your hands firmly clasped behind your back.
Do you think?
Oh, good thing I don't have hands.
Do you think those people are like dead, or just like petrified in ice?
Are they skeletal at this point, or just like living frozen mannequins?
Popsicles.
The beard will mumble a silent prayer for them.
I think that would be for the
Not
healers
so
of the
silent.
castle to deal with after we deal with the Princy, and they can get back in.
Meat popsicles. For the record, as we're moving along, Niall is got a piece of paper out and kind of drawing a little mini map. It's slightly crude and can't tell if it's on purpose or just have first grader drawing level skills. As she's just kind of doodling different parts.
Okay.
Alora is going to say to Callista, I can't put both hands behind my back because then I can't hold my staff. How about if I just put both hands on my staff? And I promise I won't touch anything.
Don't touch anything. feel like a parent.
No, it's bad news for a group of the rogues, the parent of the group.
All right. For my absolute curiosity, is there a way out of the dining room on the other side?
Yes, there is. There is. Okay. There is like a very large, grandiose double door down on the opposite end of the ballroom. This time, doors wide open.
Oh, that makes
as you
my
can
job
see
easier.
Into like the main foyer of the castle itself, just covered in snow and ice, with more bodies just strewn about on the ground, others pinned to the wall, spikes of ice through their chests. More of these individuals that are like in just like these very rigid poses with the pillars of ice just jutting up out of their mouth.
So the ice thing didn't happen like overnight.
No.
This was a like flash freeze, half a second incident.
Yeah.
They didn't have time to react.
Do I know if that's typical for the studies that Snow knew of about living ice?
This doesn't seem to be a byproduct of the living ice itself.
This seems to be a different magic than just the living ice. Living ice doesn't normally do all of this.
This was maybe the princess doing that. Or if he's, summoned himself some friends.
Oh god, I hope not.
Is there any creature we know of that might do that?
Can I do a history check? Not necessarily on what we're seeing, but if I can recall coming across or hearing about any creatures that have the ability to petrify things in ice or flash freeze them in this way.
Go ahead and give me a history check.
Yeah, 15.
Powerful twisted mages could possibly do it. Sorcerers, warlocks, pretty much anything that has a tap to the arcane or even a natural connection, such as druids, may, with enough power and with enough time, may be able to do something like this.
Yeah, nothing specific comes to mind. I think half of us here would one day maybe be capable of doing something like this if we live that long. But if the prince is flinging spells all around, I kind of think this was him.
Part of me wonders if something happened with the woman that we brought back. And that's why he was flinging spells like a madman. Whether it's because she caused him to go crazy, maybe she left him.
Again.
Right? Maybe the first time she was like, oh my god, why did you bring me back? I hate you so much.
What an asshole.
That, or, he did all this thinking that he was going to get her back, and then whatever the ritual or something that he was doing, didn't work. He didn't get her back, and he just kind of lost his mind. Grief or sadness or rage, or really at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We're going to stop him, but...
Yeah.
Maybe she had a secret lover, and she went back to him.
Oh my god,
Possible.
Please let it be she found someone better. I mean, that's not hard.
Not
It's
a high
really
bar.
not.
Yes. Oh, worse. It was a king. Oh, no, even worse. A queen.
What if the Frost Giant Queen had something to do with it? This is ice magic, after all.
Or maybe she left him for a peasant.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one.
Or maybe they're working together, which is how we've gotten this now.
Now, the story that we're going to tell everyone is that she left him for a peasant. Doesn't matter what the truth is.
That's what we're going to tell people. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, let's keep our heads on a swivel, because if this was caused by, like, the asshole or something else, it's just good to just keep an eye out.
Or maybe it's both of them, so we could be dealing with both of them.
Oh, double whammy. All right.
Let's keep going then, I guess, cautiously.
You wander up into the foyer, and there is a pair of stairs on either side that spiral up. On either side, and lead up to a second floor.
Stairs.
I mean, usually in castles, the stairs lead to the same spot. It's just there to look fancy. I say we go right.
Okay.
All right. You begin ascending the right stairway, going up. And as you do, your eyes connect to two other staircases that have been abruptly destroyed. And then you look up, and the entirety of the third floor and above it are completely encased in permafrost.
Well, that's a problem. Like impassable permafrost, I assume.
Yes.
I mean, I can fly, but that doesn't help the rest of you. I can't carry. Might be able to give Laura a ride, but that would be about it.
So we need to figure out a way to remove the permafrost, which is potentially something on the first or the second floor.
I mean, if you want, I have some fire cantrips I can try on it, since I can just pretty much spam those. But I'm not sure how well that will work on this.
I think we need a more long-term solution.
Who here
How
doesn't
about a fire dragon's breath?
Who here doesn't have a passive perception above 10?
I think I'm good with the wisdom of a priest.
Passive.
No.
Passive 14.
Passive of 19. I think I'm good.
Yeah, mine's 15.
As you're like checking the permafrost out, a soft hum comes from a little bit down the second floor hallway. As you see this soft green light emanating from one of the doors.
And what floor is that on again? I'm sorry.
The second.
We got that information about him being a necromancer.
Yes.
But
Regis told us.
like Alora's kind of thinking about this because we know he was a necromancer, but there was nothing he did previously that would indicate he had mastery with ice. Particularly. Because he was no help when we were trying to cross that water, right?
He didn't want to help us at all.
Perhaps, but he needed us and he wanted us, but he didn't show his hand that he had ice mastery then.
He only needed one of us, technically. So at that point, I don't think he really cared what happened to us across the ice.
Well, he should have cared what happened to one of us at least.
That and we did see that he does wizard stuff, and wizards, yes, he might be necromantic mostly in his studies. That doesn't mean he's exclusive.
Yeah, I'm just saying that this, I feel in some ways that the ice thing is maybe a new thing, which makes me wary.
I mean, the ice should be wary.
Especially when I got frozen.
I think we should check out that green light, because if it's solid up there, how is he going to be up there?
True. Yeah, I think we should check out that as well. And if it turns out to be nothing, then, you know, we just come back here and try and find a way through the ice.
Agreed.
Okay. As you move down the hallway closer to this green light, you begin to hear the audible sound of very harsh and violent winds coming from this room. And you know that there was no wind outside. This seems to be a little too strong for the area that you are in.
So we hear the wind, but do we actually like feel any wind yet?
The closer that you get to this door, you begin to feel the wind sort of blowing out from underneath the door. Bits of snow and powder sort of joining it every now and then in small puffs.
Everybody make sure you have good footing before we open the door.
Oh, is that my job?
I don't know. It's somebody's job.
Oh, it's my job. Okay, we will
Rope.
check door and then go from there.
Okay.
Using thieves' tools, obviously, to make sure we don't have anything dumb.
As you get close to that door, and you begin to like trace your fingers along where you should go, where you know the usual places that you check. The door itself is extremely brittle, and as soon as like your finger touches it, it just breaks and shatters into just like a small fall of frozen door. As you're crouched there at the doorway, you are staring at this open green portal, showing a very blurred image of what looks to be a throne room.
Well,
Poor craftsmanship, bad door.
The air, the wind and the snow itself is blowing outward from this portal.
This wouldn't have happened with a dwarven door, that's all I'm saying.
Do you think that's like the source of all this cold?
Can I make some sort of Arcana check to see if I think this is the source of the cold?
You don't even need to make an Arcana check. You can feel the cold coming from this thing.
Yeah, I think they found it.
You do notice that the portal itself is relatively weak and isn't going to be open for much longer.
This isn't going to stay open much longer, guys. We either need to go or stay. Quick decision.
Quick decision? Okay. I'm gonna jump in the portal.
Okay.
In we go.
I'm following Jern. If she jumps, I'm jumping.
We ride. Okay.
Ride or die.
I
boys.
love portals.
So we didn't have enough of portals earlier.
Well, maybe not for you.
That was a gate, technically, so different thing.
Listen, jumping through portals, it's kind of in my blood.
So before we get to what exactly you come to as you jump through this portal, we're going to take a quick break here so we can get up, fresh on our drinks and all that fun stuff, and we will be right back.
Break. Me.
And we're back.
That sounds really cool, though, Shiva. I'm definitely curious to look into it.
Okay, I'll send you the info.
I completely did that in reverse, by the way. I put the screen up before unmuting myself and unmuting you guys.
There you go.
That's all cool.
Nice. It's all part of it. It all got there in the end.
We're professionals, you know.
Right.
I only wish we were paid like professionals.
Right.
In Canada, you are. No.
Unfortunately,
it's all good.
I'm in California.
But not the burning part.
Near the burning part, but not the burning part.
Not the burning
currently.
part so far.
So far. Look, if it gets to me, that means that it's burnt through LA and then like a bunch of other cities before it even reaches me. So not to mention it has to jump multiple freeways with no vegetation. So But as you jump through this portal, you feel a bit of nausea sort of wash over you. If I can get a Constitution saving throw from everybody.
You can.
I can't say.
It's a 17 on the dice, which is a Constitution for me. I believe that is a 17.
Another Kraken. I'm obviously on a fabulous roll here, +4, so 24.
Okay.
That's okay. I had to pay for my Kraken from earlier. Luckily, not as terrible as it could be. But it's a total of 7.
Ugh.
15.
15.
23.
23. And Niall.
I'm sorry, what am I rolling?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, give me a second, sorry. Oh, right, fighter. I'm proficient in that. I was like, I have con?
Oh shit,
okay.
you are a fighter, aren't you?
I act like a rogue artificer. I am neither. That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
I was like, I have con and strength? Oh, right, yeah, I do.
And so eventually you're going to be able to like lob 3 or 4 bombs per turn.
So
I gotta be able to hoist the bazooka over my shoulder, so yeah.
all of you except for Snow are fine. Snow, you gain the poisoned condition.
Oh. Alright, this don't feel so good.
As a bit of sickly necromantic energy sort of washes over you as you jump through this portal. And as you do, you hear the portal straining behind you as it finally just shuts on itself. And you find yourself standing in a destroyed palace courtroom. Grim, judging from the stonework and everything in here with the what remains of the walls and everything, this is not the same castle you were just in. The stonework here, aside from it being broken down, having the outsides exposed and everything, the stonework that it remains is immaculate.
This is not the same castle. We're not in Canada. We're not
in Canada anymore.
I was gonna say we're not in Kansas anymore, but pause, objection, Your Honor. What is Kansas? But yeah, we're not where we used to be. This is a different castle, different place, different stonework.
And as you say that, Grim, all of you see probably a good, how far is this? About 95 to 100 feet away from you. Standing on top of a raised platform with a singular throne adorned in red velvet with the skeletal remains, you guess, of a dragon, sort of with its wings sprawled out over it in a very dominating looking display. On the platform itself stands Vastrin, but he's not alone. As he's looking down into the small dais below him, where a large skeletal body of a dragon lays. Standing next to him is a woman you've never seen before. I'm going to go ahead and take you to a map so you can see her. And what you see before you.
Oh my god, it's snowing. Oh my god. Is this a Seppuku map?
What's that?
Is this a Seppuku map?
I'm not sure. I would have to find the purchase and let you know. But
okay.
There is an updated image of Vastrin.
Oh no, he's hot. Oh, it'll be a pretty little finger I'll take then.
Anybody
And
told
then,
him that red was so last season.
Standing next to him.
Oh my.
Is a tall, almost Snow White skin woman. Eyes a very icy, piercy blue.
How tall are we talking?
What's that?
How tall are we talking?
Probably about 5'9", 5'10".
No, okay.
Oh, okay. Not the giant woman.
No, not the giant woman. This is not the giant lady. She has on this very large, not large, but very ornate crown on her head. Chains sort of dangled down off and are weaved into her hair. And there are hooks hanging from the tips of these braids. She's dressed in a long, flowing, black armored robe. And she has what looks to be a severed skeletal hand grasped by the wrist. And this hand is holding this strange, twisted wand. I was going to say staff, but it's a wand. The wand,
is the hand missing a finger by chance?
The hand is not missing a finger.
Okay.
The wand itself seems to be pulsing and almost vibrating in her hand. Give me a sec. Cat wanted in. She seems to recognize that you are there, but she doesn't take her eyes off the body of the dragon beneath them.
How big's this dragon?
Massive.
So like an ancient, or at least an adult.
It like its crumpled body fills up that entire dais.
Oh.
And what is Vastrin doing specifically? Or is he just kind of there doing nothing?
Vastrin is standing there and he has his hands together and he seems to be in a silent chant as she brings the skeletal hand with the staff up into the air.
Seems like somebody needs a quick case of, Draconis interruptus.
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking forward.
Okay.
One quick question. Alora had obviously jumped into the fray as well. When we look at the dragon, is there anything about the dragon that strikes Alora as familiar in any way?
It's all bones at the moment. Like, it looks like this dragon has been dead for quite a while. There isn't any meat or any sort of indication as to what sort of dragon this could have been.
So nothing like any artifacts of any sort attached to the dragon skeleton that was sort of, oh, doesn't this look like something I've seen before?
Nope, it is
Okay,
quite literally bone.
Okay.
No meat?
No meat whatsoever.
Meat.
Meat.
I'm fired, I swear to God.
All right. Yeah.
Are you kidding? That's how we communicate in Conan.
Yeah, I know. I've noticed. I've had to mute the chat because all I get is every other post meat. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna mute
Question
this
mark
shit.
meat?
I'm over
Meat
this.
exclamation mark. See, meat with a question mark is how are you or are you getting on? Meat with an exclamation mark is I found something to kill. Meat with a period is I have killed the thing that we have found and wanted to kill. It's very easy. It's all in the punctuation.
Meat is now its own language.
That being said, I'd like to use my racial passive invisibility, and I'd like to, get on in there.
Okay. So you can go ahead and begin to move your characters if you wish.
Yep, let me just figure out which one is mine. There we go. We are currently invisible and moving up.
And as you begin to get closer, Grim, her eyes sort of like are taking away from the dragon and locked right onto you.
Shit, she has true sight. Fuck it. That's a problem.
And as she reacts, Vastrin sort of brings his head up as well and like very disappointingly shakes his head. Our deal was not for you to live.
Looks like the deal fell through.
Tell me.
Yeah.
What did you offer the witch?
Meat. He's actually answering that. Literally, you know what? At this point, just throw them off their game. They think they know everything. Meat!
As just the invisible dwarf yells, meat.
Yup, that's it. You just hear meat coming out of thin air. That's it. Done.
These are the ones who helped you. I guess I must give my thanks. If it were not for you, I'd still be trapped in that crypt.
Oh, so this is your lovely bow, is it, Vastrin?
And she kind of smiles and looks over to him. She's like, you could say that.
Well, you know it's rude not to make introductions.
And it is rude to not kneel when you are speaking to a queen.
Oh, you don't have to kneel. It's okay.
We appreciate it, though.
She looks over to Vastrin. They are quite tiring, aren't they? What do you want?
What?
Well, for starters, little Vastrin there could give us an apology.
You're a naughty, naughty boy.
And she looks to him, smirks, and she's like, I would have to agree. He did betray your trust. It's very poor, very, very poor form, love. How about you give our guests their apologies so they can be on their way and we can be on ours. Vastrin, looking a little annoyed, sighs, and he's like, as much as it pains me to say it, I am sorry that I had misled you.
Oh, he's whipped.
And stabbed me and tried to kill me too, you know, a little bit, something like that.
Oh,
I don't know, that didn't sound like
Grim,
a very...
Grim is invisible again. Yes, Grim, I am deeply sorry that I did stab you. To be fair, the knife wasn't meant for you. It was just opportunity presented itself.
We were there to help you. You could have let us in on this plan.
So who was the knife meant for?
If I were to tell you that I needed to sacrifice you in order to bring my beloved back, would you have gone with me?
I mean, you didn't exactly sacrifice us, and she still came back.
My part of the deal was to provide bodies. What the witch did afterwards, I honestly thought she would have entombed your souls, much like she did to my beloved.
We could have acquired other bodies for you.
Yes.
Didn't have to be one of us.
I was pressed for time. I am sorry.
No, you're not yet.
If you don't mind me asking, why did this witch entomb your lovely lady friend there? What sort of dastardly deeds have you been up to, Astrid?
Dastardly? I am neither dastardly or am I a doer of dastardly deeds. Everything that I have done has been justified.
I don't know, the state of your castle back home seems a bit dastardly to
That
me.
trash heap can burn for all I care.
Break your mother's heart.
She can burn along with it.
Oh, naughty boy.
Mommy issues.
What I did was to right the wrongs that were done to the true queen of this kingdom. To right the wrongs that were done to ancestors of ours. My mother may have forgotten where she came from, but I do not.
Wow, he really is whipped, guys.
200 years
You
ago.
should put him out of his misery.
Was it 260 years ago now since campaign 2?
Oh god.
Because Tricorn is 60 years after campaign 3. And campaign 3 was what, 200 years after?
I thought it was less than that. I thought
It
it
was
like
less than
40
that.
years.
It was 80 years after 2, and then
Yeah.
it's been...
It's 80
Was
to
campaign-
60.
Was campaign 4? Campaign 4 is 20 years later? No,
Campaign-
it's 40 years later, because we made it 100
Yeah.
years.
40. So
So that's
So
our starting point.
At this point in the timeline, I think we are a little under 200 years after campaign 2.
Okay. Vastrin, I'm going to correct what I said then. Vastrin sort of like looks down at the bones of the skeleton. 200 some odd years we have struggled to survive. Struggled to keep a curse that destroyed our family away.
What's
And
the curse?
with her help, I was able to maintain my life. But when she was taken from me, I began to slip. I did not have long for this world. As all of you definitely saw, my previous appearance was a a little less than regal, I would say. I would kindly ask that you not interfere with what is about to happen, so a terrible crime can be undone.
What crime is that?
Niceties were done a lot.
I'm searching for the word.
In there.
I don't know why I'm searching for the word. I know the word. As he looks to you, draconic genocide.
Feel that, Zorro.
As he looks over to her and he's like, continue. Let us be done with it.
This is cool. It's fine. When does Tricorn take place?
We just discussed
yeah,
that.
200 years, like 200 years after campaign 2. So
I don't know why I thought Tricorn was before.
And as she raises the hand with the staff again, she throws it down into the skeletal body. The hand disintegrating and the wand begins to morph as it slowly but surely forms into a massive heart.
Yeah, they're bringing the dragon back to life.
And as this heart begins to grow, sinew and muscle begin to spread out along the bones and begin to reshape a dragon. And within like a matter of seconds, give me a second because I got to bring this one over here. A massive white dragon stands up, full of life, belting out a deep and prideful roar. And then he looks over to Vastrin. And the dragon nods. And then gives the woman a deep bow. Dragon turns and looks to the rest of you. I was honestly hoping for my revenge, but I don't know any of you.
I don't think any of us have done anything to wrong you. Not to merit revenge, anyway.
Yeah, I just want that prick.
The dragon shakes its head. That one is under my protection.
Well, we at least need to talk compensation for the work we did for him. On top of the hazard pay for him trying to kill us.
Compensation. Mortals are always the same.
Unfortunately, coin is what makes the world go round.
It makes us reliable, too.
You never want to be known as an employer who doesn't actually pay, because no one actually good wants to work for you. It's a bad reputation to have.
And you hear the woman behind the dragon sigh. Oh, they really are beginning to bore me. If you wish compensation, I can provide compensation. I give you your lives.
I don't think that's enough. I'm sorry. We're gonna need more.
You obviously do not know who you are speaking to.
Don't care.
The same could be said to you, honestly.
Wait. You. She points her finger to you. You feel like your feet sort of like lift up off the ground, Charon, as she pulls you towards her. She gets close and she just like inhales. A Rivaan.
In the flesh.
Oh, and which one did you climb out of?
Wow.
I suppose you might know him by Idrix or Cassius.
I know him. I know him all too well. It's out of respect for your father that I do not strip your bones of his flesh right now.
If you know my father, then you know I can't just let this go. Not after everything Vastrin put us through.
What Vastrin did, Vastrin has already apologized for. She kind of just nudges you back to where you came from.
Oh, pretty words coming from an asshole.
I don't think he really meant it. I think he just said it because he felt like he had to.
Because you told him to. He's whipped. I don't know if you know this.
I prefer my men obedient.
Yeah, well, that's another word for it, yeah.
I mean, that's fine. But the fake apology is not really an apology.
Can I interrupt just for a second? You said you would give us our lives. Now, maybe there's kind of an interesting thing going on here because these people really at this point aren't 100% alive. I sort of cut all their threads. So when you talk about giving them their lives, do you mean you're gonna restore all the threads?
I mean that none of us here will kill you. We're giving you safe passage to leave from wherever you came from.
No.
We go our way.
What I was hoping.
You go your way. Or, as that one, as she points over to Nile, is seemingly trying to goad us into a fight. Well, if you want one, I can certainly provide one. I'm not at full strength yet, but I can at least hold my own.
Madam, I am not a goat, I am a sheep. There's a difference. I do have fucked up eyes, though.
So Charon is going to, using her psionic mind racial thing, she's just going to speak in everyone's minds. I think we can take the two of them, but I'm not so sure about the dragon. Not that I'm doubting our abilities, but that's a big boy.
The dragon does. Add to it, yes.
The dragon is very concerning.
I don't like running away like a little bitch. It's not what I do. But the dragon does add to it that just makes me go, ah. Rojan knows we've been plotting this revenge forever, and he's like, no.
And the dragon tilts its head and is like, do not include me in this. I have no quarrel with any of you. I am only here to stretch my wings a little bit before I have enough strength to fly. If you decide that you wish to fight these two, so be it.
Wait.
I like this dragon guy. He's a good dude.
Good at waiting.
So when you've got your mind link thing going, Charon, can are we all interconnected, or is it just between you and each of us?
So it's just me being able to speak into your minds.
Unfortunately, the dragon can eavesdrop, but you know.
Unfortunately, because it's a racial thing for me, it's not like creating a link or anything. It's just me talking in your mind. So you technically can't respond unless you also have some sort of telepathic abilities, which Niall does. So she could respond.
Okay, so all right, so I'm out of the conversation. Essentially, I have questions, but I can't do it that way.
Dad always did say you could trust the white dragons. So if he says he's not going to get involved, I don't think he's going to get involved.
My dear, I am not just a white dragon. I am the queen of white dragons.
We're standing before royalty.
Faster and pipes. I was like, you're actually standing before triple royalty here?
Oh, Vastron does think he counts. How cute! He's a prince.
If
the adults are talking. Shush.
I would have given you the proper respect.
I think at this point, Shrapnel will peek out and be like,
meat.
Meat.
So excuse me then.
I agree with the dragon for once.
Prince
Meat.
Vastron, would you care to properly introduce your consort here then to us, so we understand exactly who she is?
My consort? I think you have it reversed. I'm more of her consort.
Okay, now that we have that established, please introduce us.
That's funny.
He looks over to her and she's kind of like standing all regal and everything, waiting for him to do exactly what he was asked to do.
18 years later. Come on, bro. Manners.
Oh, the titles.
All those in attendance. Please show the acceptable amount of respect for the High Queen of these Tricorn Isles, the Lady Luxana.
Never heard of her.
Charon immediately gets down on one knee.
Who amongst us would actually know who she is?
Charon.
Okay.
But you just see the change in Charon's demeanor when that name is said.
I think right now Niall's kind of like you can see the wheels are turning in her head, and she's like, I know, I just caught up, but y'all heard them say that she's like a Rivaan, right? Y'all heard that? So, isn't it kind of funny that her mom, aunt, whatever, thinks that she's the queen of the Tricorn Isles? That's funny.
Wait.
That's really funny.
I'm sorry, who thinks she's the queen of the Isles?
That one's whatever. We just found out, so I don't even know. Like, what? Mom? Aunt?
Aunt. If memory serves, aunt.
She's my aunt, yes.
Ah.
Mm.
That one.
I'm gonna have to go
We're
pay
gonna have
that.
to talk later.
I'm gonna have to go pay that one a visit.
I want to come.
Auntie Avara has been very busy lately.
Naughty is the right word.
Alora's kind of looking around, looking at Charon, kind of looking at Charon to try to determine if she should be down on one knee or what would be the right thing to do. She's trying to do the right thing here. So does Charon kind of give her any clues as to what would be appropriate?
I think looking at Charon, probably the only thing that you read on her face is that, like, she's really nervous and kind of embarrassed right now.
So Alora's kind of going to do a motion that would indicate should I kneel down too.
She'll probably give you a nod.
So Alora will do that.
I got bad knees. Sorry.
Do halflings have knees?
It's either that or they walk.
McMath.
It's either that or they walk like Cotton Hill.
No, she'll kneel down.
Sorry, the wound in my flank still hurts. It's hard to kneel right now.
That's right. You did get a wound there, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, you did.
And she smiles as like the dragon leans down a bit as she climbs onto its back. And as she goes to saddle up, Bastrin begins to climb up as well, and is met with a boot into the chest as she kicks him to the floor.
Oh, Muffin.
You just see popcorn just pop. You don't know where the fuck it came from.
Yup.
It's just like, as I keep forgetting, I'm wearing this obnoxiously horrid fluffy coat, and I'm just like, let's go, boys.
We're literally pulling popcorn out of the beard and eating it.
I'm
Where
feeding
popcorn
the
come
popcorn
from?
to the
No
beard.
one knows.
As
Not
she
even where the mouth is.
as
It's a
she
flavor saver. I have all sorts of stuff in there.
smiles at the shocked Vastrin. You stupid boy. Do you think somebody of my title, my power, my standing would ever stoop so low to court or to courts an insignificant flea like you? I have standards.
Oh my god, guys, we were almost right. It was just we didn't know it was a dragon. We were saying guy, girl, peasant, dragon. You know what?
You're
To each
right.
their own. Good for you, girl. Good for you.
Nice.
As
No, we did go a secret lover, and maybe that one's still on the board. We don't
she
know.
places her hand like on the back of the on the nape of the dragon's neck and mutters a couple words as you can see just like healing magic begin to course through the dragon's body, and it stretches out one time, gives a very happy groan as you hear a couple bones pop and everything, kind of like, you know, you've been sleeping a little wrong at night and just that morning pop.
I was gonna say, so it sounds like me getting up in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And afterwards,
asked for.
Afterwards,
Yeah.
the dragon takes to the sky and flies off. Vastrin sitting there, sort of like holding his chest with like an absolute shock on his face, like a mixture of confusion and anger, as both Luxana and the dragon vanish into the air.
Well, bastard, my boy.
Well, looks like we can still talk about that compensation and what form we'd like it in.
Look at who's in the wrong neighborhood and all alone this time.
Niall pulls out a notebook real quick, writes something down. Goes, oh, this is gonna be great.
Wait, Snow pulls out a notebook, writes up. No, wait, shit, that's not the wrong book.
Wrong book, wrong book.
Just kidding.
Sharon gets up off her knee.
I do not believe this.
Oh,
I do.
Sweetheart.
I do.
So tell me, Vestrin, how does it feel to be used in turn?
I am from that line of that dragon's ancestry.
Oh, I'm sure you were.
And
Yeah,
clearly you were the
that
rejected
often-
runt of the litter.
No. Oh my gosh. No. It's all piecing together. You are part of the line. You're like a kobold.
Aww,
As he
he's
just-
a kobold.
He looks at you, and just that shock and betrayal on his face turns to just this burning anger of hatred as he just stares at you. You compare me to that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you
I mean,
stabbed and
she
tried to
called
kill
you a
us.
flea. I'm just, rubbing some salt on that because it's the truth.
I love the
That's what she
popcorn
said.
eating sounds.
I
Love
mean,
it.
we did already talk about how she could have done better than you. So
Yeah,
this is
we had a
not
whole
surprising for us.
conversation. We kind of, we didn't take bets.
Well, we
I'm
should
ashamed
have.
of us.
Next time.
But you know what? We weren't expecting a dragon, but we knew she was gonna leave you. It was great.
Also, for some reason, all of my coin has disappeared, so I don't think I could do a bet.
Oh, that's
I don't
fine.
know where it went.
Favors can also be currency here. Yours is your life. We hate you.
Yeah, you did try to kill us.
The feeling is mutual.
And you talked shit to her. And just treated us like shit.
You were very rude. Someone needs to teach you some manners, and that someone's going to be us.
Oh, we were about to have a full-on discussion of matters.
Oh, he's got his big boy pants on.
It's like
We're gonna rumble.
he begins to crack his neck a bit.
Ugh.
Enough with this facade. And as he says that, his body explodes.
Ooh.
And out for you just see this white mist and vapor begin to sort of just steam up out of the body and come down into the dais where that dragon originally stood.
Oh, look at him sucking up the leftovers.
Like a kobold.
Oh, here we go. Another dragon.
As he forms into a white dragon.
Is it a white kobold?
If
The kobold.
if the damn token would load.
It does suck. He is very cute. Out of character, I'm like, ooh.
I don't think that was the token.
Oh wow. He turned into one of those old
Hold on.
timey-wimey costumes of the Grim Reaper.
Hold on.
Right?
I'm refreshing.
No, that's fine. I do kind of like that's the placeholder token when there's nothing in there. It
Well,
just looks
I
like a
do.
little mystery.
It's the placeholder token. Or it's the error you broke something token. Why did it take me to
That's fair.
gibbering mouthers? What the Bjorn?
Oh,
I think Roll20 is trying to pass a message. I'm just saying.
It's like, what, this guy can't win. We broke him too much. Let's just take the L, bro. Just take the L. That's what it's telling you.
Roll20 says we do not need to fight
It's
a dragon right now. We
Look,
automatically win.
I made some callbacks to campaign 1 and campaign 2. Doesn't mean we need to go back to campaign 1.
Right.
I kinda
White
would
dragon.
like to too.
Does
It
that
was
mean
listening.
it's a young white dragon, the dumbest of all the
shit.
dragons?
Now I'm wondering if Ash is going to be involved somehow in the future in this campaign.
Ash is just
Ooh, very good.
I'm in danger.
Right.
I don't know. She's 200 years older now, so
I'm in danger, but my children can handle your ass.
She's almost middle aged actually for a Dampier. So
Oh, look at that wee little dragon.
Oh, that's an old school token.
Yep.
So I know white dragons are the dumbest of all dragons, but they're still my favorite.
They're
I'm
cool.
drawing a blank.
They
What's
are cool.
I'm drawing a blank. What is the name of your shrapnel dragon again?
Shrapnel. His name's Shrapnel. He's a platinum, not platinum.
Okay.
He's a not platinum.
Right.
Sorry. He's a
metal.
He is metal. Yes, yes, he is.
I don't remember which one it was.
It is a mithril dragon.
Mithril. There we go.
He's a mithril dragon.
I said
Hey,
platinum.
Shrapnel.
I'm like, no, it's not platinum. His name's Shrapnel.
As you
Shrapnel.
say shrapnel, he sort of peeks out from like the hood. Meat.
Points at the big white dragon. What do we say?
He kind of like looks over to Niall. Fuck him up.
Meat.
He's so proud. Here's a gold coin. Mommy's so proud.
Shrapnel, what do we say about eating some white dragon meat tonight?
Ew, I don't want cobalt. Ew, no. That's I
cannibalism.
don't eat cobalt.
It's allowed a bit of junk food once in a while. Come on.
That's like eating spaghetti off the floor, sir.
Hey, look, meat is meat.
Only acceptable if it's freshly dropped.
There you go.
She's just adding more salt to that wound. She's
Right.
like... Oh my god, this is actually better than I imagined. I was like, oh man, we're not gonna be able to fight this guy. We're gonna have to leave. Oh no, never mind. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Now,
I love it. You kicked him off the dragon.
he finishes forming and he just stands there. No. I have a proposition.
He's gonna make demands. Alright, let's
Meat?
see.
Oh, he thinks we're going to trust them. After what he did last time.
Well, I'll listen. What's up?
Better be a good one.
I
That's
require your services.
After what you did last time.
You required them last time too. Look how that turned out.
Compensation will be provided double.
In advance.
We said that too.
I also want to replace
Weird.
all my
Let him
stuff.
talk. Go on.
I want her dead.
Which one?
Who?
The witch.
Which one?
The one that brought back the lady. That witch.
No. The witch who has embarrassed me.
Oh, yeah, we saw that.
He wants his lover dead now because she abandoned him.
Oh, he got a little boo-boo to
I know.
We'll have to kill her.
Her plans for this island. For the other islands. She isn't visiting your aunt in order for a little chit-chat. She means to scour these islands until everybody is brought to kneel.
Oh, good luck with that.
Have you met the people of these islands? They're a little stubborn.
And you want us to put a stop to that?
I would assume that would be in your best interest as well.
This is a very complicated request. There's
Yeah. No, keep going. Sorry. No. I have a question for you, but I want to hear what you have to say. Go on.
I was just gonna say there's some history in my family that makes it complicated.
She did seem to know you.
Oh yes. Well, not me. I mean, she knew of me, but it's not me that she knows. It's Dad. See, the two of them are what you thought the two of you were.
So wait, that was your mom?
Secret
No.
lovers. Ew.
I mean, there was nothing secret about it, really. Like, the two of them were together for a long time. It was before my time.
Hey,
But-
baby mama.
She was long gone before I ever came about. But she and my dad, you know, acting against her, I feel like would be acting against him. And that's not something I will ever do.
I mean, do they still hook up from time to time? Is that why? A little something on the side? Because we just let them know what's up.
I would love to tell Dad all about this, but the fate lady prevents us from doing that. Remember?
Fate.
So,
Doing what, though?
Oh, right. Your
speaking to Dad.
Ties with fate.
Yeah, we also have that outstanding. We have 2 more jobs to do for them.
What if I can get you out of it?
If you could get us out of it, then I'd be able to talk to Dad and he could tell me what to do in this very complicated and kind of awkward situation.
Think about what you just said out loud. You still rooming with your papa? Does he still buy you food, some Cheetos, some soups, cans, get you by your college days?
I live on his flagship.
Oh, you poor thing. You need to spread your wings and just fly. Cut that umbilical.
Also,
I'd like to hear more about
Speaking
the
of
whole
flying.
fate thing. This is pretty complicated, this deal that we have with fate.
I'd also like to know how we can even trust you.
Of pieces. How are you going to fix all of this? I mean, if you restore...
I brought you here to help me, didn't I?
No, we were sent here.
I just modify the ritual a bit and do what I do best.
Betray us again.
No. For that, I do apologize.
So what do you do best then?
I mean, you're offering us double compensation. We haven't seen any compensation for the first thing to start with. It's really hard to build trust on a lot of promises here.
I cannot pay you compensation at the moment, seeing as how... Well, if you'd like, go take a look over there. And he kind of like nods to like one of the exposed areas up here. Take a look where we are at.
Take a look over there.
All right.
And you look and you are high on a peak of a mountain. The rest
ripped into the side?
No, you're not back there.
Oh, thank God.
The rest of the twin island that you call home looks almost miniature from where you're standing. Though you can see off to the west a bit a portion of the Great Cleave.
I can see my house from here.
I was wondering where that portal took us.
You stand upon the ruins of what her former seat of power was.
Okay. Ooh.
I can guarantee
How is this
you
compensation?
this isn't compensation. Though without me, you would likely die up here. If not due to exposure, due to the creatures that call this area home.
I think you underestimate my fur-lined boots, sir.
I think you underestimate a lot of things.
Getting out of here is not complicated.
Elaborate on this whole fate business, if you don't mind. I was under the impression that nobody could tamper with fate in a way that would reverse what we've done.
I
or
wouldn't
what
reverse
one particular member of our group has done to the rest of us.
I wouldn't reverse what is done. You're right in that. I cannot reverse what has been done by fate. Though I can possibly acquire your services again. If I'm really good, I could possibly get you out of that deal. Or curse.
I don't say that good.
Or whatever it is you wish to call it.
I am tempted. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to be able to talk to Dad again and not be like kind of dead, kind of alive.
I mean, that's fair. I would also like to be able to talk properly with my brother again.
I mean, we're like Schrodinger's bodies right now. It's kind of funny when you say it out loud.
That being said, I'm still not convinced we can entirely trust you to do as you say because, well, it's been twice now that you've done horrible things to us, not to mention the way you acted. But I'm going to leave that to Grim and Sean because they're the injured parties.
You know how you could win my trust, Vastrin? You could give me one of your scales.
Oh god, here we go.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Here we go.
Am I good at persuasion? Yeah, I'm a
Come on,
sorcerer. I'm charisma based. It's a 19.
Not even thinking about it, he reaches over and rips one of the scales from his body and throws it over to you.
She'll scoop it up. I didn't think he was gonna do it. I really didn't. I'm on board.
Ooh, me next. I want a finger. Not a claw. I want a finger. I want a full, like, finger.
He looks over to Sean. What is up with that one? I've met some unhinged people in my time, but that one takes the proverbial cake.
She's from the astral plane.
That makes way too much sense.
I love that that's just like, that's all that is required as an explanation. She's from the astral plane. All right, we're good.
All right. Yeah.
That explains the unhinged.
Well,
It's a wrap, people.
Since
You're
Sean
like,
decided,
oh, that makes sense. She gets a pass. She gets a crazy
She's one of
pass.
those.
since Sean decided to trust you, I would like to ask for something in compensation for all of my items that I've lost. There are a lot of magics that are unique to dragons. Is there any that you could teach to me?
I can, but it would take time that we do not have. Although, for one piece of the compensation, I will bequeath to you all the location of one of my vaults. All contents inside are yours to do what you please.
Yeah.
Better not be the cheap.
There better not be cursed fucking items in there, or these goddamn like chocolate coins, whatever bullshit.
I can assure
you. Look like a
you.
chocolate coin kid. You look like it.
I can assure you there are no chocolate coins or cursed items in there.
No carrot, no caramel. I swear.
No
if any of
food
it is
whatsoever.
Oh, not even a little.
Alora looks slightly crestfallen.
A biscuit. No.
When it's impossible to make this party happy just because of how they're built. Jesus fuck.
This dragon is literally just like thinking of just throwing themselves off the cliff at this moment.
Just
oh, good. We got our revenge, guys.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, if we can't take physical revenge, we're going to take a mental toll.
Oh, you are definitely taking a mental toll.
Poor guy's already so done.
I'm
with
just
this.
mental.
I think the Vault of a Dragon sounds like a pretty good payday to me.
Look, the Vault of a Prince was sounding like a good payday too, until this kobold came over and just backstabbed us.
His head just snaps over to you again. Enough with the kobold.
Listen to princes.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm not a prince.
Oh,
I did away with that one a while ago.
Yeah, you stepped up.
No, I killed him and assumed his identity. Does this one... I'm sorry, does the astral plane make it impossible for you to follow a conversation?
I like the frozen face erosion right now. Look at your confusion.
I wasn't even frozen, I was just confused.
Oh, okay. You're look frozen.
To answer your question, still waiting on you on your finger. Am I getting a finger or what?
You're not getting a finger right now.
Well, then I don't know what to
You want me to work
now.
my magic? I need all the digits.
He does have a
Well,
point.
well, there's some digits you may not need. I'm gonna what? She rejected you. Do you need any more before?
You said you wanted a finger.
Depends on who you talk to. It's a digit,
It's not a finger.
but it's a digit.
Some euphemisms it is.
Oh, it's probably not that big then. Never mind. You don't include it as a digit. All right.
Anyway. Do I have your cooperation? Guaranteed safe passage, access to one of my vaults. And when it's done, I will let you name your prize.
I mean, how do we know that you're even gonna keep your word? You didn't last time. So what makes you think we're gonna do it again?
This is how we know, and she holds up the scale. I mean, there's nowhere he can hide on this plane of existence. As long as I've got this, we can track him down. We can come after him if he betrays us.
I'm gonna bitch slap you. Can I do that? But like as
With
your
me or him?
No, sorry, the Princey. The Princey.
If it
Sorry,
will make you...
Sharon, I know I was looking at you, but I was looking. Sorry, my eye wandered. See, she by.
As he, like, transforms back into his humanoid body. Sorry, which one is Niall?
I promise I'll get these done soon. Mine was the. Wait, where's my token?
I think you're way in the back.
Oh, I am way in the back.
Hi, Evie.
You never moved up with the rest of us.
Oh, that's my bad.
He walks over in front of you. If it will make you feel any better, you may do what you call a bitch slap.
Oh, you fucked up with that one, sir. You went by her definition, not the usual standard for everyone. You get the Nile bitch slap. She has bombs in the glove.
He stands there just...
Give me room! Give me room!
He just stands there, hands behind his back.
Like playing that game.
Looks over to everyone. She's like, stand back. Stand back. I need some swing room. She makes like a whole show out of it. Like, I need... And she will go ahead and cock him in the face.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
All right.
Now, bitch slap is really a cold cocked.
Just pistol whips him.
Like, you get one. Oh boy.
It's your definition.
She just grabs the grenade launcher, just like
Grenade in
slams him.
I lost my hand, but it was
batter
worth
up.
it.
Batter up. Since this is considered an unarmed strike, my strength is still pretty decent. That is a 22.
22 will hit as he's not trying to defend himself.
Yeah, I think it's just.
So you can
damage, right?
1d6 plus your strength.
Oh, okay, that works.
Because I refuse to believe that a punch or a slap or anything does 1 HP of damage.
I know, right? That's so dumb. If you can make a tooth get knocked out or like a bloody lip or nose, like come on, that's not 1 point of damage, please. 7.
7. As you make really good contact with his face, and it's just a very loud carrying slap. It's like he turns it, as like his head just like doesn't really like instinctively turn, but it turns by force. Yeah. As he's got like a nice like Nile handprint on his face at the moment. Are you no,
a little bit.
No.
I'm not satisfied. I want to go again.
Are you happy now?
It's an appetizer for now. Put the big ass fucking glove back on. I'm not washing this hand now.
Why do I picture like a super skinny glove all the way up and then just big ass like poofy fur around like the forearm portion? Like it's a long glove.
Because it probably is.
It's like almost like prom gloves, like the super slick silky ones.
The ones that go up to here.
Niall is probably one of those people who wear toe socks.
Yeah.
You know what? Me IRL, I hate that. Niall, yeah. And they're mismatched.
Astral plane things.
One pinky toe sticking out.
Yep, one pinky toe is like is completely missing. The heel is worn out on the other one.
Yep.
They're different. The lengths of the socks are different.
What looks like it's been in the washing machine too many times, a little loose on the top. Yeah, great. You guys know her so well.
Now, with that out of the way, I know it's asking a lot, but do I have your cooperation?
When do we get to see the vault?
As soon as we get out of here, I will give you a map to the vaults.
That doesn't help me with my money problem and item problem now.
Well, standing here isn't going to help you with your money problem or your item problem either, as there is neither here.
Oh, that could be our first stop.
And I don't know if you see what I'm wearing, but I'm not carrying any money on me.
Does he have jewelry on? Like
no,
rings or
he has no jewelry, no rings, no anything.
Baby. For now, I will comply.
You were the other injured party as you got stabbed by him. I think Alora was killed by the person you brought. So you owe them something.
Before we start making amends on everything, can we please leave here? You're making you're just throwing up more and more and more hoops to jump through, wasting precious time on what you should be doing on focusing on stopping her.
Well, you kind of did this to yourself. When this is the price you pay when you betray.
Yes, hindsight is definitely 20/20.
And you know, when I told you it's bad to be known as an employer like that, this is the shit you get.
That being said, I wouldn't mind getting out of the cold.
Yes, it is very cold up here.
Wait, we're not going back to like the castle where it's covered in ice though, because that's really not a step up.
Why would we go back there?
It's your shithole.
No, it's not.
I think that was the Dead Prince boy's shithole.
Did you have a place in mind, Vastra?
I do.
Don't like the way he said that.
Definitely warmer than here.
Can I take my boots off when we get there?
You'll have to ask the actual residents if you're able to. Though the last time I checked, dwarves really don't care.
Oh, we are really going home then.
Oh, we're going to Beard. With more beards. To a plethora of beards.
Oh.
When you say the dwarves
we're making
there,
the Beard family?
You can see that Grim becomes extremely uncomfortable, by the way.
You don't want to see the dwarves.
I mean, have you seen me?
You look like a dwarf to me.
You know a lot of black-skinned dwarves. Reminder, he's a Dragar.
I know. The ones that I was speaking of look awfully a lot like you.
You can see him frown at that point, and he looks very confused.
Am I missing something?
His beard was bullied by other beards.
I didn't know there were others.
See, is very confused at the moment. I didn't know there was an extinction of dwarves.
No, it's more that... Anyway.
There are two of them. I have them under my employ as well.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
You made it sound like a whole city of them or something.
My apologies, no.
Oh.
We are going to a laboratory of mine.
Right.
Ooh! Do tell.
I just did.
No, like elaborate. Sorry, he's a kobold. I have to. Short words. I would love to see this
like you just see him like visually like pinch the bridge of his nose. He's like, you need them. You need them. You can see.
Allura has a look that she'd sort of like to smack Niall with her staff at this point.
A lot of people do.
I'll make it simple. You want me to trust you? Fine. Tell me your name, your real name, and I'll trust you. That easy.
Asking straight up for my name.
Yes.
I've given you my name.
You've given me the name of the person you used, whose identity you usurped. I want your name.
That is my name.
Insight check.
Sure.
Fuck, this character doesn't do insight. All right.
Insight check, says the insane one.
May I insight check? I am a priest
that's
with a little bit of
probably
wisdom.
why. I have wisdom, but that's probably why.
Yes, you both can do insight checks.
All right, let's see. Does this character have insight check? Yes, we do. Okay.
Nat 20 for 22.
Okay, you know what? You did better than me. My dice did not like me on
I'm
this
shocked
one.
I got that high.
That's a 15, so you know what? I leave this one to you, Niles.
His name is Vastrin Ebonwood.
Okay.
She'll just pet the beard and go, shh. He speaks truth, Spirit. Speaks truth. It's a shitty name, but he speaks truth.
Vastrin, you got yourself begrudgingly my employee once again. Don't fuck it up.
I swear to God, though, if you stab us again.
Literally.
I promise I will not stab you, maim you, kill you, or harm you in any way intentionally.
Nor will you pay someone else to do it.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. That also
Why-
implies other
Why
people
would I
stabbing
pay
us for
others to do it for me? I'm
You can do that
asking,
shit.
I'm paying you to help me. It seems counterproductive to pay somebody to help you if you're just going to pay them to get killed.
Look, he did pay us to help him the first time, technically.
He
and he
did?
still
No, we
stabbed
never
us,
saw an
you know?
equaling.
I'm beginning to see how, I'm beginning to see why and how you were able to fuck up Fate's balance. Just
Right?
saying.
Wow. Wow.
Now, before
Out of
my
character, I'm dying, sorry.
before my brain just decides to completely kill itself, let's get out of here, please.
Aw.
Okay.
He's had enough, guys.
Is there
This-
food there? Just ask. I'm getting awfully hungry.
Yes, there is food there. I too have to eat.
Alright, let's go.
This is how
You had us
Nile
at
really kills her victims. If it's not from
you
explosions,
see that
it's
he
just
reaches-
from mental decay.
He
The
reaches
green
he
rock.
reaches into the robe and he brings up like a green vial and he just throws it against the wall. And as the glass shatters, the liquid spreads and another portal opens.
I don't very much like these portals. The last one made me sick.
Look, I don't know what to tell you. I can't control the portals.
I hop through the portal.
Same.
He doesn't even wait. He goes ahead of everyone.
Back to
And
this
we
shit.
ride.
Oh, of course, the kobold has to go first to feel important. All right. Let's go.
Thank God he's
I'm
already
in.
through the portal.
Oh, she doesn't care. She's been saying it in front of his face the whole time.
I'm saying it out of character. I'm like, Jesus fuck.
We're just over there making tallies how many times Niall calls him a kobold to see when he finally snaps and just bites her.
And as you step through the portal, the cold of the ancient ruin is left behind you. As the gate shuts, the chill is gone. A little warm in here now. As you look around to a very nicely decorated home. Stone cut, beautifully made doors. It almost reminds you of home, Grim. Like everything in here is dwarven make.
Good architecture. Good stones. I like this place.
I think the first thing Snow does is sit down and take off those boots. Tired of wearing them.
As you hear a voice from the other room just call, Vastrin? And he's like, yeah, it's me. We have company. Hear like a pair of like small feet running like down, slapping into like bare stone. As the door opens up, and there stands a young half-dragon girl. And that is where we are going to end for this week.
Oh, don't make us feel bad for the guy.
No, I don't. I'm still gonna kill this ass. He's on my shit list. It's not gonna happen today, but it's gonna happen down the line.
Oh, girl.
I will say I'm proud of you because you guys didn't decide to initiate combat.
I was tempted.
I know you were tempted.
Multiple times.
Though,
obviously dragon, but still, it's like, oh, but asshole.
Though, with that said, I am happy to announce that you all are now level 6.
Nice.
Except for Raven, who's level 7.
You bastard.
Traitor.
Do you want us to roll our
Yep.
dice before
Roll
we...
your HP before we leave tonight.
Fighters
What the heck do I
So
roll?
it's whatever RD is plus con, right?
Yep. If you
I'm
are
a little rusty, sorry.
No. That was a bad roll. Try again. Thank you.
you roll a 1.
Yes.
Okay, and what's the deal if we roll half or what?
No, if you roll a 1, you re-roll.
Yeah, you only re-roll if you roll a 1.
Okay, so I will get I'll get not as good as I'd like, but another 8. Are we now back to full health or no? With all of this?
Usually not until we get a full rest is when it kicks in.
Yeah, you're full, you have to get a full rest for your level to actually kick in.
Okay.
Yep, the re-rolling of re-rolling of a 1 on a hit dice is the Azarin rule, not the Rose rule. It's the Azarin rule.
Yep.
Yeah, Azarin's was.
Never have I ever seen somebody roll so many repetitive 1s for HP.
Okay, I can live with that.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Am I going full? Yeah, I think
So,
right now I'm going full fighter.
Going around, just see what levels everyone is taking and what they got for HP. So let's start with Fox.
I rolled a 4 on my D6, which brings my max up to 40.
And are you sticking with Sorcerer?
Yeah, I'm gonna go full Sorcerer.
Okay. Gilly, what'd you get?
I rolled a 5 for a total of 8, which brings my max HP up to 55.
Still sticking with the same class?
Yes, still a wizard.
Okay.
Well, I increased the wizard because I am multi-class already.
Raven.
Oh, right.
Staying rogue. Rolled a 5 for a total of 9.
Very nice. Siva.
Rolled a 4 for a total of 8, bringing hit point max to 55 and taking another level of druid.
Right on. The beard.
Yeah, what fucking 5th class are you taking this time?
No, level 2 fighter. Which brings us to level 4 of cleric and level 2 of fighter. We're going to actually go all the way to 3 or 4 in fighter because we are getting rune knight. You will have XXL dwarf.
Yeah,
XXL
I know exactly the bullshit that you were planning.
Yep. No, I'm not hiding it from you. You know.
Oh no, you told me straight off the bat. You even asked me if it was okay, and I'm like, yeah, do it.
Yep. So level 2 in fighter. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're getting our what's it called, the action surge. Let's go.
Action surge.
So what's your HP now?
I got 9 more on the D10. I got lucky.
So you're at 40.
9 more plus, is that plus con?
Let me tell you this, actually.
Con,
Yes, correct. I'm 40 on the dot. 40 on the dot.
And Zorro.
Still a fight up, baby. I rolled a 9, which is really good. Plus my con brings me up to 61 for my HP.
Very nice. Okay.
Oh.
Well, with all of that done and everybody is now level 6, thank you everyone for tuning in for tonight. This is your first time here. This is not the only show that we do. Evie, I swear to God, if you step on the mute button.
I'm math wrong. 63. I'm math wrong. I didn't add my con. 63.
Surprise.
Shut up.
Coming up.
I get my
sorry.
Children. Coming up on Saturday, we are going to have episode 2 of the Downfall of Propriety, which is a special mini adventure that is run by Mulls. It is their first time behind the DM screen. And the game that we are playing is a Bridgerton inspired D&D game. A lot of intrigue, a lot of high society shenanigans to be had. I think Spiffy explained it perfectly. You know, it's starting off as like Dowerton Abbey, and it's slowly but surely going to evolve into Clue. Then coming up on Monday, we will have another episode of Destiny Forged, which is our longest running show here on the channel. It's another 5th edition campaign that I run. Tuesdays, we've got Star Wars Tales of the Outer Rim, which is a Star Wars game that is run by Tilt. Coming back here on Thursday will be our other Thursday show, which is Mass Effect Horizons, which is a 5th edition mod Mass Effect game that Zorro runs. And then looping to next Saturday will be another episode of Withered Wastes, which is another 5th edition game that I run. And then later on in the night, the actual, honest to God, return of Vigilance 6. I'm holding everybody to this, which is our superhero inspired game. But for now, we are going to head on out. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and we will see you on Saturday.
Bye-bye.
Night.